Virgin Galactic update for you. On this video, we're going to give you some price targets, talk about the reaction from the Fed yesterday. We saw another pause, a pause for the first time actually in 2 years. It's debated whether it was a skip or a pause. We'll come on to that with Sensei. He's with me on the chat now. We're going to do some chart analysis for you, discuss what I'm doing and what's coming up with the new flights, where I see it going. All of that shall be answered for you in this video. Now, as you can see, we are down at 185. I still think 150 is on the cards. We've got rate hikes for longer. I don't think we're going to get another rate hike. Some people think we are. I don't think we need to or we should. However, the rates where they are will start to be felt by Virgin Galactic now. It takes a while for these things to bed in, but the good news is, in my opinion now, the Virgin Galactic, which amplifies what the markets are doing, isn't actually amplifying it as much. We are moving down now as I'm speaking to you, but there are stocks in a similar situation when it comes to debt and borrowing and so on, which are down a lot further. I'm still bullish on Virgin Galactic. I'm out of my trading position right now, but I am actually holding my main long-term position. I'm not going to be adding any more until we get to 150. If we get to 170, 160, I will start scalping again on my Roth IRA. But anyway, let me share with you, just so you know, my full position there. Now, when I ask you this seems to work very, very well, and I really appreciate all my Virgin Galactic investors who are with me. I'm staying the course. I've lost about 30 grand with Virgin Brand, the Virgin Orbit, Virgin Galactic, but I'm standing the course. I could lose all my money on Virgin Galactic right now, and my portfolio will still survive and still hit my targets in the future. However, I'm holding and I'm believing it and so on. There's my position. You can see on the screen, currently holding 1,600. I'm out of my Roth. I've taken 4 or 5% profits many, many times. As you can see, I'm only holding my one market share. I call it a market share. I'm going to trademark that, I think. Anyway, we've got Sensei on the phone, live call in, and we can look at space chart and get his perspective and also reaction to the Fed yesterday and what you think of what his thoughts are on that. If you've got any questions, please do reply to this video below in the comments. I will reply to everybody, all of my members, and I will try then to get onto my non-members as well. And if you've got any questions or specific things you want me to make a video on, please do ask me. But for now, though, we will jump over to Sensei and see what Sensei's got to say on Virgin Galactic. What are we looking at, Sensei?
Yeah, so this is the SPCE chart that a lot of you have seen before. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe. But yeah, a lot of you have seen this chart, and it is the same levels. So we've got the level of $2, which we've broken. And for me, I'm not going to go too much back in the past, but you see 411, we broke that. I was out the stock. I wasn't happy to touch it. Back below $2, I'm happy to start adding this to my long-term portfolio. Another thing me and Martyn have started doing is having a long-term portfolio. We've done this a lot, but it's more important that we do this under $2. We have a long-term portfolio where we're adding to, but we have our trading portfolio as well. And the reason we want to do that is because if SPCE goes bankrupt, goes under $1, which is possible, maybe 25%, 20% chance, more people. I think it's around that. Some people think it's less, some people think it's more. But if that does happen, you do want to have, you do want to take care of that long-term portfolio. So let's say you have 5,000 in your long-term portfolio, that goes to 0. You want to be at least making 5,000 back in your trading portfolio so you don't actually lose out. And that's what we're doing. We've been trading it back up to $2. We've hit the $2 resistance. Some people like to short. That would have been a short opportunity there at $2 back down to anywhere here, which would be a take profit. So now we're looking at the next level, which is hard to tell now because we're going into uncharted territory. We're hitting all-time lows. So what I like to do is when you see the stock fall 15, 10, 20% suddenly, that's when you take a position. Either you can add it to your long term, or if you see it trade up again the next day in a week's time, 25%, 20%, you take the profit. You need to be taking as many profits as you can while SBC is below this $2 mark, and also you will ultimately be adding to a long-term portfolio because there'll be parts where you won't be able to trade at a profit. So that's my strategy. I think Martyn's doing a very similar strategy to me. The next real level is that 150 level we've been telling you for months that will probably hit, and now we're so close to it. I think a lot of people don't, even myself, it's hard for me to finally see that happening. I mean, it was so $6 was saying 150. People thought we're crazy. I thought I was a bit crazy, and I thought Martyn was a bit crazy because we were saying 150.
I am crazy,
but it is here. There is a reason we said it.
It helps. It makes his job easier, to be honest.
There is a reason we said it, and it's because look, we're very close now. I do want to put the warning out there that don't put more money than you can afford to lose. As you heard Martyn say, he's got a well-balanced portfolio. He said if SPCE goes to zero, he will be fine. He'll still reach his goals, maybe a bit slower, maybe not. But it's important that SPCE is only a small part of your portfolio. If you really enjoy SPCE, like I like XRP in the crypto world, I just don't dedicate more than you can afford to lose. And that's very important, especially when SPCE is coming down to these low levels, especially when we've just seen the interest rates. What Fed Chair Powell said about he's happy to increase more, he's happy to hold it for longer. These interest rates really do affect companies like SPCE. So if we do get a massive correction, if something breaks, which I personally think will happen, I don't think Martyn is as bearish as me on the wider markets. If I do see the the S&P drop 10-20%, that can cause SPCE to drop again 30-40%. Yes, it will create opportunity. Yes, it will probably bounce back quicker than the S&P, but you just need to be aware that it can also bankrupt SPCE. But that's my general thoughts. I'll give it back to Martyn.
Sensei, thanks for calling in as always. And if you're interested in Sensei services, not only does he do the charts analysis for you, he can do the crypto challenge. It's part of what I do here. Many of my members are part of the crypto challenge. If you actually want to be investing in crypto, but you don't want to have to study every ins and outs of every crypto coin, of course, if you are buying it, you should be doing the research. But if you're lazy and don't want to bother, you want someone doing it for you, Sensei does it for me and all my members. So it is a service that he provides. There's a free service and a premium service. Look below the video for his link and you'll find that, and so on and so forth. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you tap the like button. It really does help the videos when you do. Smash whatever. Click above my head for our poll and information online. We have an X account where we put our trades before we make them. If you want to know when I'm buying Virgin Galactic, when I'm selling it ahead of time, that's where I post it, and on my Discord as well. The links are below in the description. I've got friends who work at Virgin Galactic, people that phone in and let me know certain things, and I share it with you straight away on X if you want any of that. Tomorrow night we've got a live tomorrow night we've got our live. Friday night is music night, every Friday night. Go over here and check out our live music night. Join in, have a beer with us. We celebrate the week. We've got a lot to celebrate, even though the markets are down. We got a pause on the markets, presents me opportunity to buy lower, which I like. I like the red days. Check that video out, and down here for more Virgin Galactic videos as well. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.